In today's book review, I want to talk about Amy Poehler's book, Yes Please. This was a book I picked up just kind of on a whim. I knew I was going to be doing a lot of work. Um, I was going to do some travel a little bit, and then I was going to be definitely doing some work around the house, in the yard stuff, and just wanted something to be listening to keep myself occupied a little bit. Um, I had read uh, I had read Tina Fey's book earlier, Bossy Pants. Loved it. Thought it was just amazing. It was really well written and it's funny and insightful. And when I happened to see Amy Poehler had a book, Yes Please, and her and Tina Fey are almost interchangeable at times, and I've really enjoyed the two of them together a lot. I went for it. I picked it up. I downloaded it off of Hoopla from my local library on my iPhone, and it was good. It was good. Um, I will admit that obviously I had, a certain expectation of it. I was expecting it to be pretty funny, and it did have some pretty funny moments to it. Um, I when I looked at Tina Fey's book, Tina Fey was much more of a biography. She talked a lot about her life and how she got to the position that she was in, and she offered a little bit of insight into that progression. Amy Poehler's book was part of that, was partially that, but it was much more written as an entertainment piece. I don't want to say it was like a sketch necessarily, but it did have a lot of sketch elements to it. Now, this was an audiobook, and it was recorded as such, and there were a lot of places in the recording in which she made it clear that this was the audio recording of this. For instance, she had different celebrities reading parts of the book, including Seth Meyers, who wrote a chapter for it, who read his own, or where she interviewed different people. So there was a kind of that sense to it too. I've got to say, it was enjoyable. It was fun. There was a bit when she talked about her favorite Saturday Night Live moments, which was hilarious. Um, that was great because she had all the, she was running through a whole laundry list of different things that she had done on Saturday Night Live, and dropping names of famous people that had been on the show or old cast members. And I thought that was really fun. I enjoyed her discussion of Parks and Recreation too. I thought that was pretty well done. But for the most part, it felt like a stand-up bit. It felt like a stand-up bit. The parts with her mom were okay, but then she ended with this like live taping reading of the last chapter. But it kind of had this like serious. It kept trying to be serious and tried to be funny and tried to be serious, tried to be funny. So in the end, I mean, I don't. I don't think that this was not. I don't think it was a book that you don't jump on if you're interested in improvisation, sketch comedy, Saturday Night Live, Amy Poehler. It was really cool to see, like I said, those names, and I'm kind of thinking like, God, what must have been like to be in New York and Chicago during those days when all those people were coming up through improvisation theaters. But as a whole, it was an okay book. It was fun. It was a diversion. It took my mind off of what I was doing, but it didn't really do. It wasn't really like. It didn't move the needle. Didn't do a lot for me. Entertaining, yes. Important, no. Amy Poehler's book, Yes Please. I got to put it on my third bookshelf.